A Tibetan women's soccer team has been denied U.S. visas for their participation in a soccer tournament in Texas. So a little bit more about what's going on. The team, Tibet Women's Soccer, had planned to take part in the spring's Dallas Cup tournament for young players and was invited by organizers to stay with local players in the tradition of several previous diversity programs. Something worth noting about this specific tournament is that it is a boys soccer tournament and they were invited as VIP guests, again as a showing of diversity, which is something that this tournament takes very seriously. The team captain, Jamyang Chotso, says, quote, "What they said is we don't have strong reasons to go to Dallas, but I think this is not the reason for them to reject us. We think the reason is they think we might run away when we reach there." Their coach is from New Jersey. Her name is Cassie Childers, and she has said that the experience left her feeling disgusted and ashamed of my country, noting that it cost the team $3,520, half of its yearly budget, plus travel expenses simply to apply. They weren't trying to immigrate, she says. They were trying to play soccer. For their part, the White House has not commented. The State Department said it could not comment on individual visa applications and did not immediately have a response about the White House's policy towards Tibet. Now, this hasn't been the first time that players have been denied entry or had trouble getting to Dallas. There have been other players that have been denied before, but worth noting is that not to this volume. An entire team has not been denied visas before, so that's why this has become such a news story.
So they actually love America. They said this is our only chance to represent our country in the greatest country on earth. And I get why. I mean, first of all, I love the country, but why do they love it? They don't even live here. Well, look at this Dallas Cup tournament that they got invited to. It's for young players. They have a Muslim-Jewish team from Israel that comes in. Mm-hmm. They have a Catholic-Protestant team from Ireland that comes in. They're bringing this Tibetan team. See, that's why people love us. For the ones that do. And for them, we've been a beacon of hope and opportunity and bringing people together. In their neck of the woods, they might be judged for being Tibetan and hence not have rights. But they look here and they go, look, that's the Muslim and Jewish team from Israel playing together, and America welcomes that, and they bring Protestants and Catholics together, and they don't care that we're Tibetans. Now the message we send them is, oh no, we're just kidding. We really care about your ethnicity. And so if you're from Tibet, whether it's because of political situation with China, whatever it is, no, we now are not welcoming, and we're not the country you thought we were.
Don't agree. Can you imagine the fallout in America if these 15 Tibetan soccer players are allowed to go to a soccer tournament? And not just that, I read their itinerary. They also plan to go to Six Flags. Six Flags!
And a Dallas Mavericks game.
What's that?
And a Dallas Mavericks
I didn't
game.
even know about that. I'm going to leave. I'm going to enlist in something.
I think it's a Six False Flag operation.
They said that the U.S. Embassy officials said they did not have a strong enough reason to go to Dallas. And the only reason that I can see to that degree is that they're not competing in the tournament. They're not even in the age group. The age group is 16 and under. And it's a boys soccer tournament, and they are not participating. It's more like VIP guests, which I know that it's really important for this specific tournament to celebrate diversity. So to that degree, yeah, I think it's great. But I do also understand why the U.S. Embassy was asking, you're not even going to be playing? I mean, I guess they're doing like scrimmages, and they're going to be participating with other teams, and it's way more of a symbolic gesture than it is for the specific, we want the gold. But I do see that there is cause for them to ask questions about their visit.
Right. Yeah, they can do that. I get it. But it's just like no one would care if they came here and were in the parade. You know?
The reason why this is a story is because they were denied visas.
Yeah.
If they had been granted visas, we wouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Well, Grace, if you love Trump so much, why don't you marry him?
I get it. Like,
I mean, he has like lesbian haircuts, so maybe.
There's a. I didn't say it. Go back to her. Okay. Go back to her.
Okay. So, no, look, here's so this is not part of the Muslim travel ban or anything like that. Although, of course, I'm sure there's some folks out there who are Trump supporters like, well, you can't have like those dangerous Muslims from Tibet coming in. They're not Muslims. Okay. And a lot of them are citizens of India. So then you're like, wait a minute, now are we banning Indians and citizens of Nepal? What in the world's going on here? Now, you can deny visas. Visas have been denied in the past. That's why you apply. By the way, per person, it costs them $160. And That's a ton of money for them. A ton of money. They spend $3,520, which is half their yearly budget to just apply, not to come here, not the plane tickets, not all that, just to apply for a visa. So yes, we are within our rights to reject any young people who believe in our country from coming here. Okay, if we had specific actionable intelligence, hey, we found out they're looking to defect, they're going to come here and they're going to stay. Okay, I get it, and that's why you go through an application process. But it goes to, who are we? If we're the kind of people who reject these folks, why, and what does that say about us? And so, yes, they can do it. What we're saying is they shouldn't. What made America great was that we were open to folks like this. Let's go take on the corporate media. Come join us, be a member, and change the media. TYTnetwork.com/join.